I mean, absolutely no doubt that racehorses do both enjoy it and benefit from it. It's a question of being empathetic to their needs and their responses. My name's Piers Wilmot and I'm a manual therapist of equine osteopathy. I've been doing this now for 10 years and I'm very privileged to work with horses such as this. A horse can't tell you in a classic way that you might go to an osteopath, but they do tell you through body language. It takes an hour and 10 minutes. I'm probably guilty of taking too long on them. It's a process. The first 20 minutes is all to do with praising the animal and coming up with a plan. When you work on a horse, it's the opposite to working on a car. You don't compartmentalize, for example, the brakes and the battery and the clutch. Everything affects everything, and it's hard to believe that until you start doing it. There's two perspectives to look at with regards to treatment. The first is performance. It either takes strides faster or it takes longer strides. You've got to aim for the second of those. You take longer strides, his career's better, it moves better, and ultimately it runs faster. The second thing is its ability to withstand the pressures of racing and keep injury at bay. So there are two drives there, and I think they're worth considering. I mean, absolutely no doubt that racehorses do both enjoy it and benefit from it. It's a question of being empathetic to their needs and their responses. So if I push too hard or I'm too aggressive on this area, or maybe there's already an injury here that's worse than what I've anticipated, the horse will respond and he can always move away. So there's an element of it where you're just trying to get enough of a response out of him to get the tissue to relax. My yards, they're all doing stretches, yards like this, which are very forward-thinking, and I'm lucky enough to have people that are open-minded. They're keen to do them. The staff employ them, they ask about them, and they can see the benefits. So this here is infrared laser, which is multifaceted in its sort of benefits, really. One of the big things is it gets the muscles to relax, speeds up the healing process, basically where I've massaged quite heavily. It's a very handy tool to have, also very good on cuts in particular. As you work on the horse, that plan can change. Unlike working on a car, stuff will change and you have to be fluid enough in your mindset to change with that. Personally, I feel horses are honest as animals. They're great to work with because they're pure athletes, and I get a real buzz out of getting a result with them as well. And I think you have to have a key driver, and that's mine. It is extremely important that I see horses looked after, but I think from a performance perspective, I think that's also echoed, especially when I work in yards such as this, where people also share that affection for horses. I think that's reflected in the results.